Hey, what's going on, everybody? So we all know about that Colorado shooting that happened in Colorado at that grocery store. We all know the story. You know, it's tragic. Ten people got shot, killed, and mainstream media was all over it, calling it a tragic event, or why there should be more gun reform, more gun restrictions. Even though places like Chicago have the strictest gun restrictions, and they don't do jack for anybody for real. It's more Chicago. Chicago is still the most dangerous city in the United States, right next to St. Louis and Detroit. So mainstream media has recently stopped talking about this story about the Colorado shooting. We had apparently Kamala Harris' niece come out and say white people are the biggest terrorists in the United States. White people should be condemned. White people should be ashamed of themselves. And mainstream media was all over this. Was all over this. But they stopped talking about it recently because, come to find out, the shooter was not white. They still talk about the Boulder shooting, but they don't talk about the individual. A lot of people just claim it was a white person, and just like that, let this liberal media was all over it. But as soon as they find out that the shooter was actually Muslim, that's when they stopped talking about the person. They only talked about the 10 people who got shot and killed. But no, instead of actually showing the perpetrator, because they refuse to avoid him because it doesn't fit the narrative that white people are the devils. White people are the main killers in the United States. This whole leftist liberal BS they got going on because they want people to keep voting Democrat. And mainstream leftist media just pretty much shot themselves in the foot twice. Kamala Harris' niece shot herself in the foot. CNN shot themselves in the foot. MSNBC shot themselves in the foot. And other leftist media shot themselves in the foot. So the whole Boulder, Colorado thing, we all know what happened. We all know it's tragic. And yeah, the one thing leftist media won't show you is that the suspect was a 21-year-old Ahmad Al-Awi Alyssa of Boulder, Colorado. Suffered a leg wound and was taken into custody at 3:28 p.m. Monday, the chief said. The suspect has been charged with 10 counts of murder. He was expected to be taken to the Boulder County Jail Tuesday following his release from the hospital. Boulder District Attorney Michael Doherty said. Yeah, so this guy was of Muslim descent, but mainstream media stopped talking about this guy in general, which is pretty stupid. So you guys telling me mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, tell me this. What seriously? Who is paying y'all off? Because we know it's a Democrat Party. Who is it? Is it Nancy Pelosi? Is it Chuck Schumer? Is it Adam Schiff? All white people, mind you, who are paying you off to avoid telling this story because they want civil-minded people to be pretty much misguided and stupid, because that's exactly what this is. They won't tell you they were so willing to tell you the suspect was a white person, but then it came out and bite them on the ass, and it was a Muslim guy. This is why mainstream media or journalism is dead, especially leftist media, because they will push out a narrative that white people are evil, white people are, the devil's reincarnation. When first of all, I know a bunch of white people I'm cool with. I am. So the fact that mainstream media, leftist media would just say all white people are racist, they need to stop that. Here you have a Muslim shooter who killed 10 people. Yeah, who killed 10 people. Some of them were in their 20s, some of them were in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Lives taken too soon. And with this exchange, the Democrat Party is trying to push more gun reforms, which is stupid. It really is stupid. There's a phrase right now that everybody should be following. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. It's the people who pull the triggers. Guns don't pull their own triggers. It's the people who do it. The people who take the actions. And there are still plenty of people out there getting killed by knives, drugs, and even some people getting their lives taken away from them by hand. But apparently, when it comes to the Democrats, it's always guns, 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 guns. When they never want to blame the people, they always want to blame the guns. That's stupid. The guns can't just walk up and just shoot people. It's all on the people, the criminals. But you tell me but these people want to say it's the guns' fault? No, it's the people's fault. The criminals, they the ones pulling the triggers. Ain't the guns' fault. The gun is just an accessory. We need to stop telling the truth. We need to start telling the truth, people, because at this rate, political correctness is already taking over. Cancel culture is already taking over. A lot of people need to start standing up to these people, because these people are basically just these people are just Twitter fingers. They have nothing going on in their life. They just want to cancel people who don't agree with their narrative. What is white people or black people? Even though they say they stand for black people. I don't know, man. Let me guys know what you think about the story. Am I tripping, or is mainstream media right to stay silent about this? You guys let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. See you on the next one. Peace.